Hello, welcome to Rewrite Your Reality with Reese. I'm your host, Reese, and today I wanted to do something that was a little different than my previous video, which was about circumstances don't matter. But in this one, I wanted to share an experience that I had while meditating, actually. And I think part of that experience was realizing what the present moment means to me. And I guess that and whatever it means to you, it can't be wrong. I mean, you are God, you are I am awareness, you are consciousness in and of yourself having an experience, and whatever you are experiencing is true for you. So, that being said, one day I was meditating on this very balcony that you see here, and as we begin to, meditate, you have thoughts flying around, you have emotions popping up now and then, and the general idea is just to observe it. You observe your breathing, and then you just keep going and you keep going and you keep going until you reach a state of neutralness, naturalness, relaxation, however you want to say it. And then, so as I was in this moment, I imagined, or I had images of where I was sitting, which was basically around here, and I just sat, and the universe that I know, the reality that I know, just was recreated around me. And it's not something I'm unfamiliar with, it's something I've done multiple times, just to bring my spatial awareness and that knowing that everything is created on my screen of awareness. But in this moment, I was sitting exactly where I was, exactly who I was, and exactly where I was. And then I experienced myself, as I'm sure many of us have. If you haven't, then enjoy. Formlessness. And it lifted up as this formlessness, and I went slightly forward in reality, just slightly forward, or reality came to me slightly forward, whichever way, it doesn't really matter. And I had this sudden urge to touch the wall. Just the simplest thing that you consider mundane. I mean, how often do you consider that I'm literally touching something perpetually throughout the day? Like, I have a innate sense of solidity in reality because some part of me is aware that what's around me is solid. Even your body, I mean, you can jump up and you're going to land on something solid directly after. You're touching something solid, you're holding your phone, or you're holding your chair, or you're lying in bed. There's a sense of solidity around you, right? And we take that for such mundane grantedness that I found myself wanting to touch this brick wall as this formless consciousness that I am. And it was so funny that my human self felt the frustration and ineptitude of being able to touch the wall. How can I touch the wall? I'm a formless entity. I don't have a sensation of touch, even though I am aware of the concept of touching. I don't have that sensation of touching. I don't understand what that sensation of touching feels like. I can't feel it. I'm not one with it, but I am one with that knowing that I am one with it. But the formless self couldn't touch the wall. And it's like in that moment I realized how the perception of the most mundane now moment can mean more to God, or at least the very same, to any other moment in your life that you think is so much more important. That person that you love in your life that isn't currently in your immediate awareness, the job that you want, the house that you want, the car that you want, the traveling that you want, the money that you want, the whatever that you want. I'm not saying make touching a brick wall as important. I'm merely suggesting look into how important it is for that which cannot do the simplest things that you can do. And think about how important that present moment is actually to your higher self. Otherwise, why would God create the sensation of touching anything if it wasn't important for God to feel that sensation here in this now moment? Obviously, to your human self, these other things are going to be much more important to you and bigger to you. I mean, you aren't going to say a mountain is as big as a stone, but to God, a mountain is as big as a stone. It makes no difference. You see, but in God can't experience reality in the way that you do, and you can't experience reality in the way that God does. And together, you form this symbiotic relationship of I am and I am that I am, and that what this present moment amounts to. Every single thing that you could ever be, want, do, and have here in this moment, and you are experiencing it for God, and God is creating it for you, and you are doing it simultaneously together for whatever you put your focus on. So I'm really suggesting, just before you, I know a lot of people don't hate the present moment for any reason, and a lot of people do have a reason to really not like the present moment. I understand that circumstances and conditions can get quite heavy and painful and fearful and dangerous even at some points, but realize that it's all happening within you, and even the most mundane moment can change your awareness and perception of what the mundane moment is. And I just wanted to share that. And I just had I had a client, so to speak, the other day, and she was asking about I am awareness. So I said, okay, let's just play a game, an imagination, meditation, fun kind of thing. Okay, so if you've never done this, or if you're used to this, that's cool, but I like to have a little fun while I'm meditating. Maybe it's counterproductive to some people, maybe it's not, maybe it's something different, who knows. Let's just go. So I asked her, okay, where you are right now, and she was lying down on the bed. And I said, okay, close your eyes. And you can do this now, you can follow along. Just close your eyes. And I'm watching. No, I'm kidding. Close your eyes and imagine yourself exactly where you are. Just exactly where you are, lying down in the bed. Set your intention on lighting up the room. Set your intention on lighting up what you know and believe is outside the room. Just create the knowing of the outer world outside of your awareness of it within the room. And your body is there. You're holding your phone, or you're listening to me, or whatever it is. And just be there and settle in and feel yourself in your imagination. She said, okay. And she became relaxed in this state, and she was there. And I said, okay, do something very simple for me. I said, okay. I said, take away your body, but stay in the room. And I didn't realize at the time that this would be such a eye-opening encounter or experience for her, because it's something that I was just used to doing. And she did that, and it almost woke her up immediately that she's not the body, she's not these thoughts, she's this awareness that is recreating and creating everything around her in that very moment. And I said, okay, notice how everything is created on this 3-dimensional, 4-dimensional, amorphous screen of your awareness, including your body, including your thoughts. They just on the screen, almost as if it's in front of you, but you're also simultaneously knowing it's surrounding you and you're in it. You are the screen and you are in the screen at the same time. You have this dual point of view, and you can remove and play with and mess around and be, do, and have literally anything you desire right here and right now. And then if you recreate your body and lie in the bed, and she did so, I said, just don't focus on the room around you and your body. Just focus on the screen and the knowing that what you're imagining is on the screen. And I said, open your eyes and notice it's the same screen. You just changed your viewpoint. It's not that your eyes open. Your eyes open, but you can still be imagining. Because you can imagine with your eyes open. It's just easier without the information of the 3D world going into you or you observing it. But you can imagine with your eyes open. It's very simple. You can just do it now. That's why you like daydream with your eyes open and you're gone. I said, can you see everything's happening on the screen? He said, yes, I actually can. I can see this. I can see that I imagine myself as this body and everything around me, and I'm just the screen. And my 3D reality is imagined by me on the screen. Sure, this 3D reality has this unfolding in linear time, but in my imagination, I can go anywhere in all reality, in all time, in all places, circumstances, and doing and events and whatever else. All the scripts are written. I couldn't imagine something that doesn't exist. I'm not aware of anything that doesn't exist. I wouldn't be. By definition, it doesn't exist. So yeah, I think a good practice to imagine things is just to have a little fun while meditating, while imagining, not for anything specific. Or you can be specific if you want to, but then that tends to bring out like emotions, which are good, by the way. You should. I believe that you should imagine things that make you emotional in any kind of way, negative or unwanted, to let them go, to just let them go on their way. Like, it's pointless avoiding it if you know it's there now. Don't avoid it. Just go through it. Not really go through it. Just allow it to go through you, rather. But that's a thing for another day. Anyway, the point of the video was have fun in your imagination. Realize it's on the screen of awareness. And just thank you all for being here. And thank you for the support in the last video. I appreciate it. I didn't think it would get that many views. 4 views to 20 to however many. And I look forward to this unfolding and this journey. And I'm appreciative. And I love actually having another idea and another idea and another idea and just speaking my mind and saying it and knowing that at least one person heard me. And that's lovely. One person heard me, and that's lovely. And I'm grateful for that one person, or those 2 people, or 3 people, whomever. So yes, if you like this video, like, subscribe, message me, comment whatever you want to hear about. If you like what I talk about, if you like the way I talk about it, I'm very grateful. I'm very thankful. I have a Facebook group. If you want that, you can join it. I'll put it in the description if you want to do that. Also, I forgot about this. I'm very grateful to Tom Karen and Be Something Wonderful. If you got through this video and you're at this point and you don't know about Tom, you randomly stumbled upon me. There's a channel called Be Something Wonderful by a man called Tom Karen, TomKeiren, I think. You can Google him. He's a wonderful man. He explains everything profoundly. And I think he will change your life for the better, truly. By pointing you to that which can change your life for the better, truly. Anyway, thank you for being here. I appreciate it and I hope you all have a lovely day. Bye.